Is it time to buy or sell SPDR Gold Shares ETF? In this video, we will explore SPDR Gold Shares in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 21st of April, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 8th of April 2025, our system has ranked SPDR Gold Shares as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the ETF has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 14.68% since we initially recommended purchasing SPDR Gold Shares just 9 days ago. This results in an average return of 1.63% per day since it was designated as hold accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the ETF's next direction, as it may move in either direction. The exchange-traded fund has broken the strong upward trend in the short term, and an even stronger rate of increase is now indicated. Should there be any pullback, support will be found at the threshold of the current trend broken at $298.77, a level that may present a second opportunity for significant gains. According to fan theory, $317.69 will be the next possible peak level, acting as a resistance that may not be breached on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 16.15% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 2.99% and 9.96%. Taking a longer-term view, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 32.95%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 12.36% to 22.63% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $354.59 and $387.01. Our latest daily update for SPDR Gold Shares highlights the evaluation of the SPDR Gold Shares ETF, which has been downgraded following the most recent trading session. On the last trading day, which was Monday, the 21st of April, 2025, the price of the SPDR Gold Shares ETF rose by 3.1%, moving from $306.10 to $315.59. Throughout that day, the ETF experienced a fluctuation of 0.785%, with a low of $313.95 and a high of $316.41. The price has increased in 7 out of the last 10 days, showing a rise of 12.82% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which serves as a positive technical indicator, with a total of 2 million more shares traded than the previous day. Overall, 20 million shares changed hands for an approximate value of $6.33 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price recorded for the ETF was $316.41, while the lowest price stood at $210.71. Currently, the price is 0.26%, or 82 cents, below the 52-week high of $316.41, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Gold prices have surged to a record high of over $3,400, driven by rising tensions between the United States and China, along with ongoing criticism of Federal Reserve policy. This demand for gold as a safe haven continues to escalate as investors seek stability amidst a weakening dollar and fears of inflation reminiscent of the 1970s. The current climate has led consumers to sell their jewelry as market conditions shift, reflecting a broader trend of investors reassessing their positions in United States assets. Technical indicators caution against chasing gold at these elevated levels. suggesting that while short-term gains may attract attention, potential corrections could loom. Investors are increasingly weighing their options as economic uncertainties cause confidence in the United States economy to wane. This shift in sentiment can impact the price of GLD, particularly if the gold market sees sustained buying pressure from central banks and retail investors looking to hedge against inflation. In the long term, if inflationary pressures persist or escalate, we could see continued strength in gold and GLD. Conversely, if the economic situation stabilizes, investor interest might wane, influencing downward price corrections for GLD. Thus, the dynamics of gold prices currently hold significant implications for GLD's short and long-term market performance. Analysts have assigned the SPDR Gold Shares ETF a general buy rating. They have categorized the price-to-earnings ratio as strong buy and the price-to-book ratio as strong buy as well. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have given the ETF a neutral rating. The following signals have been identified for SPDR Gold Shares. The SPDR Gold Shares exchange-traded fund holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the fund. Additionally, there is a general buy signal from the relationship between the two signals, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support is expected from the levels at $301.92 and $282.08. A breakdown below any of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 7, 2025, and since then, the price has increased by 15.3%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence. Volume is rising in tandem with the price, which is considered a favorable technical signal. Here are some additional signals that may capture your attention. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots, a buy signal was generated 10 days ago. Bollinger Bands, a buy signal was observed 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, a buy signal occurred 9 days ago. Long-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 11 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average, a buy signal was noted 9 days ago. The long-term moving average, a sell signal, was identified 77 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR Gold Shares. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $297.93 and $285.38. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the fund may then fall to the next support level. In this case, SPDR Gold Shares finds support just below today's level at $297.93. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $285.38 and $279.72. This exchange-traded fund has average movements during the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. During the last day, the fund moved $2.47 between high and low, or 0.785%. For the last week, the fund has had a daily average volatility of 1%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for SPDR Gold Shares, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, consider the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. An exceptionally high PE ratio indicates that the exchange-traded fund could be overvalued. However, it is not uncommon for technology companies or those with significant market potential to exhibit such elevated ratios. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SPDR Gold Shares. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the exchange-traded fund could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, SPDR Gold Shares encounters its first support level at $297.93. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $304.35, representing a decrease of 3.56%. This exchange-traded fund experiences medium daily fluctuations, indicating a medium level of risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal that emerged from a pivot bottom identified 9 days ago. Is SPDR Gold Shares ETF a good buy? SPDR Gold Shares presents several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At this point, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, indicating that investors may want to hold or accumulate in this position while awaiting further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have revised our analysis conclusion for this ETF since the last evaluation, changing it from a buy to a hold or accumulate candidate. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 22nd of April, we anticipate that SPDR Gold Shares will open lower by approximately 275 of a dollar, starting trading at $315.32. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.